full up on it.
Prior to the last 24 hours, the Omaha Police Department had reported 15.
We'll advance a super, and then we'll hit green sound full.
Now we are
Stand
at
by a
19.
super.
And 2 of the victims were still in their teens. More details on this shooting tonight.
Just a regular Father's Day is something to be thankful for, but to be sharing it in Omaha.
Stand by with green sound full, please.
Just in time for Father's Day, the Indiana Hoosiers hope to win a national title with the help of a father-son combination. We'll have a touching tribute to this duo straight ahead.
And green sound full, 3-2.
You're watching Omaha's only hour
Do camera 4
of
close up
primetime
on
news.
Amanda with
The
a
KPTM
lower
Fox
third.
42 news at 9.
Then we'll
in
take
HD.
red under, stander by Miker, through to it, and Cure.
Good evening, I'm Amanda Decker. Welcome to the Fox
Super
42
out, and
News
red
at 9.
under,
First on
red
Fox tonight,
through
a
to it.
frightening ordeal for visitors on the Platte
Stand by
River after a man is pulled
green
from the water
sound
this
full,
afternoon.
and green sound full, cutter Mike. Stand by, Miker, and Cure.
Witnesses say the man jumped off this tree into the water
Stand by
and
a
did
super
not come
and
up
super.
for air. Other swimmers were able to pull
We'll do
him
red
out
with
and
sound
drag
full
him to
next.
a nearby island, but he was not responding. A medical chopper from Omaha was called in to take him to the hospital. One woman who helped give the man CPR tells us what happened.
Red sound full, white cutter Mike.
Remain calm and go right to work on assessing the situation.
15 out Q and shock.
If needed, start his chest compressions and knock him out. which is
Standard
what
by,
we
we'll
did.
show her
I was
5,
trying to
4,
instruct his brother on the best
3,
on how to do it. He was
2,
he would be in
Miker,
shock.
and Cure.
And her daughter and a friend were the first
Stand
to
by
see
green
that
sound
something
full,
was wrong.
and roll it, wipe, cutter Mike.
Yeah, what happened was we were walking along the
Out
beach
Q,
down
call
there,
911.
and all of a sudden we hear this guy calling, "Help, help, help, please
Show her
help
5,
us."
4,
and so
3,
her mom told us
2,
to run down here
Miker,
and phone and call 911.
and Cure.
The 36-year-old man was taken to
Oh,
the
white to
University
red
of
is
Nebraska
next.
Med Center.
Stand by
He's listed
red,
in critical
and roll
condition.
red, and
A
white.
violent weekend in Omaha. Multiple shootings on Saturday, another shooting early Sunday. 7 people were shot in total. 4 of them died. Saturday afternoon, police covered shootings at 4 different locations within just 30 minutes.
Stand by,
Police
close
ended
up on
shooting
4.
and killing a man they say shot at them.
And take.
And early this morning, 2 people were shot and killed
Green
in
sound
North
full
Omaha.
is next.
Police Chief Todd Schmaderer held a press conference this morning. He says the city's number
Stand by
of
to roll
homicides
green
rose
full.
from 15 to 19 in just 24 hours.
And roll it, take cutter Mike,
This
and a
is
super.
absolutely unacceptable. And while violence is
Runs
oftentimes
10 and show her 5,
unpredictable,
4, 3,
the Omaha Police Department
2,
does everything in our
Miker,
power
stand by 4,
to try and be out in front of this violence.
and take Q.
And Fox 42's Leah Uko was out near
Red with
22nd
sound
and
full.
Saratoga streets where this morning's shootings happened. She has more information about the
Stand by
victims
red
and also
full.
spoke with some witnesses.
And roll it, take cutter Mike.
Police have identified
And
the victims as
super.
18-year-old Brendan Ford and 17-year-old DeMarco Pope. Now, if you look behind me, there's still crime tape on this home, but the shooting actually started over here across the street. Neighbors told me a house party was going on at the time. Police came here around 1:30 a.m. to check out a possible shooting. That's when they saw Ford and Pope had been shot. One was pronounced dead at the scene. The
And
other
1
died
minute in the
later at
package.
hospital. Neighbors say they hear
Stand by
gunshots
super
around this area,
Braxter at
especially near
35.
his home all the time.
15 to 20 shots.
And take
I'm used to it anyway because it's always
super out.
noisy back there. And I'm used to walking across the field every
Next
night,
super
3 or 4
Tiffany
o'clock
at
in the morning.
59.
The brother of one of the victims came down here earlier. He and his friends say they spotted blood and bullet holes in the alley. One of them told me off
Stand by,
camera
super.
that he told the two not to go to the party because this area is not safe.
I have
Take.
condolence for the family, you know. I really
Super
have
out.
condolence for the mother because that's the mother's worst fear, to lose a child.
Chief Schmaderer says this shooting is possibly
And
gang-related.
15.
If you have any information that could help
And
lead
a
police
super.
to make an
Stand
arrest,
by
they ask you to call Crime Stoppers
to
at
tag on
444
camera 4
stop.
with Amanda.
You could possibly get a $1,000
And
cash
show her
reward.
5,
Reporting
4,
from 22nd
3,
and Saratoga Streets,
2,
Leah Uko,
Miker.
Fox 42 News.
and take Cure.
DeMarco Pope was one of the first people whose life was saved by the shot spotter. Back in 2011, when the technology was new, the shot spotter alerted officers to a shooting at 27th and
We'll stay
Laurel.
here at 4
Police
next
found that Pope had been
for
shot
the next story,
in his
then.
leg. The series of shootings in South Omaha, all in about 30 minutes in a neighborhood around 34th and F Street. So this happened Saturday afternoon. 4 people were shot, 2 killed. Police also shot and killed a man they say shot at them. And during that press conference
All right,
this
stand
morning
by to
with
roll green.
Chief Schmaderer, we got a better idea of what
And
happened.
roll green, take.
Police say a man was shot near 31st and Haskell.
This is
That
just a
happened at
VO
about
will wipe
2.
to red
20
sound full
minutes
coming
later,
up.
someone was shot near 33rd Avenue in Garfield. Then just minutes later, police were called to 34th and F, where a man was shot and killed. A neighbor then followed the suspected shooter while talking to police on the phone. That suspect was shot and killed by police near Dahlman and F Street after exchanging gunfire. We spoke
Stand
with
by to roll
neighbors
red
this afternoon.
and roll red sound full, wipe cutter mic.
He would always talk about avoiding trouble. He didn't like to bother anybody, and he wasn't problematic. I knew him well.
And show her 5, 4,
He led a very
3,
calm lifestyle.
2, stand by micer, and Viz, wipe cure.
And police say they are also looking for a car that may have been stolen by a second suspect. A 1995 Ford Thunderbird with Iowa plates was taken from the first shooting
5
scene.
is next.
If
Stand
you
by
see
camera
it,
5
call
close
Omaha
up.
Police at 444
And
stop.
take
And newly
5.
sworn in Mayor Jean
Stand
Stauffer
by a
addressed
full
the
screen
shooting in a
Viz.
release this afternoon. She
And
says,
take
quote,
that.
I offer my sympathy to the victims and their
We'll
families
advance the
and my
Viz on this script.
appreciation to the Omaha
Stand
police
by
officers.
and take.
I will work closely with Chief Schmaderer
5
to
is
ensure
next, and then
public
red
safety
under.
remains at the forefront.
And take.
Well, sunny
Red
and warm
under,
today,
or
definitely
sorry,
feeling
green
more like
under,
summer
roll
out
it.
there. Meteorologist Eric
And
Garland
take
joins us now.
Mike
Tonight's
Eric.
Fox Tracker first forecast. Hey, Eric.
And 3,
Hey
2
Amanda,
at
yeah,
cutter
not a
mic.
bad way to end the weekend whatsoever. Taking a look at current
we'll
temperatures, high
super
temperatures
Eric.
this afternoon. 80 degrees in Omaha, 78 in Fremont as well as Lincoln, 81 degrees in Tacoma. Things are going to continue to be very warm through the next couple days.
This runs
We're going to start to see
130 for
temperatures
Eric
really
at the
jumping
wall.
by the end of the week. We could see our afternoon highs in the low 90s. Going to continue to see some very nice weather through the next couple days. Taking a look at current temperatures, 80 degrees in Omaha, 66 in Kearney, 74 in Sioux Falls. We're going to continue to see some warm air over the next couple days. We're going to continue to see a lot of sunshine as well. Tonight we're going to be mostly cloudy. We're going to start to see a chance for some showers and thunderstorms. We're going to be mostly sunny tomorrow, but we are going to see a slight chance for an afternoon shower or thunderstorm, especially late in the afternoon, early evening. We're going to see the thunderstorm chances return for Thursday and Friday. Until we get there, things are going to continue to be very beautiful. Not a whole lot going on the radar right now, but we are going to start to see a chance for some showers and thunderstorms through the remainder of the night. Taking a look at the day
30.
planner, 66 degrees at 7 a.m. By noon, we're going to be up near 80, 79 degrees, and by 5 o'clock, we're going to be at 84 degrees. After 4 or 5 o'clock, that's when we're going to start to see that chance for just an isolated shower or thunderstorm. The good news is we'll have quite a bit of sunshine
15.
all day long before that happens.
All right, we'll go back to
full-looking
Amanda with a
full forecast
close-up.
coming up in just a
Camera
little
4,
bit.
standing
Amanda?
by micer, take cure.
All right,
Cut
thanks,
Eric's
Eric.
mic.
A West Omaha woman hears an explosion and
Stand by
moments
red
later finds her
and
garage on
rolling
fire.
red.
It
Take.
happened this afternoon at this house near 179th Avenue and Shadow Ridge Drive. The woman says she ran out of there and called 911 immediately.
We'll go back to 4
Fire
close
crews
up
worked
next.
for more
Super
than
out.
10 minutes to put it out. They say they were concerned about a propane tank and fireworks inside
Stand
the
by the
garage.
close-up on
Thankfully,
4.
no one was
And
hurt.
take that.
Colorado
Green with
firefighters
sound
are
full
on
is
the
next.
offensive tonight. Over several horrible days, the Black Forest fire singed more than 15,000 acres north of Colorado Springs. But crews are making great progress
Stand by
in
to
this
roll
hour.
green full.
George Howell has more from the fire
And
lines.
roll green sound full. Take cutter mic.
The grass
This
is
runs
still green,
152,
his home still
supers at
standing, and Mike Bossert
1539
is
and
back to
120.
his regular routine since the mandatory evacuation for this neighborhood has been lifted.
Stand by
What's
a
it like to
super.
be back? It's good to be
And
home.
super.
Yeah, it's good to be home. We were out for just a couple of nights. We left during the
Super
voluntary
out, super at
on
39.
Wednesday, and then they put a mandatory on Thursday night, which was a little nerve-wracking. But you know, our boys and my wife were able to pack some things up and take things out, so we felt pretty comfortable with you know, leaving when we did.
Just down the road, it's an entirely different story for Trevor Miller, who
Stand
still
by a
can't
super.
return
Trevor.
I see everything packed up there in the back.
Super.
Yeah, everything in the back is my brother and I's
Super
stuff. We had 3 other cars too that left our house, and those were all packed with our family supplies. We had about an hour to grab everything that we wanted or needed before leaving our house.
Some 38,000 people were forced to evacuate earlier this week as firefighters struggled to protect property and hold the line against the wildfire. So far, more than 15,000 acres have been scorched, but firefighters have been able to gain ground. Late Friday,
Governor
Mother
at
Nature stepped
120.
in with much-needed rainfall that Colorado Governor John
Stand by
Hickenlooper says
super.
had a significant impact.
And
That
super.
rain just dropped 10 or 15 degrees off the temperature. Plus, it, you know, I mean, it's a
And super
firefighter's
out.
best friend.
You got wet yourself?
30.
Yeah, I was standing right out there. You know, it's the first time my grandmother always say, don't think you're too stupid to come out of the rain.
We will
I was too
tag
happy to
on
come out of
4 and we'll turn to
Officials
a
announced
5
Saturday
close-up.
they didn't lose any structures or lose any ground overnight. Proof that firefighters
Stand
are
her by,
gaining the upper
please,
hand.
and
We want the
show
fire
her
to come out and
5.
fight now.
4.
We're ready, we're
3,
staffed, we're equipped. Show
2,
yourself, we'll take care
Miker,
of it.
and take you.
That was George Howell reporting. As of Saturday afternoon, authorities
Stand by
had
to turn,
counted
please. Swing to
473
5.
structures totally lost due to the fires, with another
Stand by to
17
swing
partially
and
damaged.
turn.
Some new information tonight on the NSA spying story. Britain's Guardian
This is a
newspaper
reader. We'll
releasing
stay here for the
information
next
just
story, which
hours
is
ago,
Red Sound
showing
Full.
U.S. spies in the UK intercepted some top-secret emails and phone calls made by then Russian President Dmitry Medvedev. The report says it happened in 2009
here,
during the G20 summit. And under fire for 2 weeks now, the National Security Agency is defending its data collection
Stand by to roll
program
Red Full.
in a document released to Congress. Christina Mulcher has the
Stand
latest.
by, roll it, and take Cutter Mike.
The intelligence community is saying there is no conspiracy to listen in on the private
122.
conversations of American citizens.
It would mean that the NSA would have to conspire with the FBI, would have to conspire with both parties in Congress on the intelligence committees and the oversight functions in the executive branch to do something beyond what the law very narrowly allows. I find that implausible.
In a document released to Congress, the National Security Agency argues that in recent years, dozens of terror plots in more than 20 countries have been disrupted. And despite having billions of phone records, officials searched the database fewer than 300 times last year. The agency has repeatedly said that it only collects metadata: phone numbers, phone call durations, and locations of the two parties. No names or addresses. But Democratic Senator
Stand
Mark
by,
Udall of
Super the
Colorado
Senator.
doesn't think collecting this metadata is making America safer.
And Super.
I think it's ultimately perhaps a violation of the Fourth Amendment.
Super
While the
out.
government can't unring the bell this
Less
security
than
leak has
30
set
here.
off, a man who has been director of both the NSA
The general will
and
be at
CIA
110.
says
Stand
he
by,
hopes
Super.
Americans will ultimately feel safer with the information that does come out.
And
It's an
take
opportunity to explain
10
to the
seconds.
American
Stand her by.
why this is
Super
done
out.
broadly,
And we'll show
how
her
effective it
5,
has been,
4,
and to
3,
raise their comfort level.
2.
I'm Christina
Miker,
Muchler reporting.
And take 5 and cure.
Senator Udall says he plans to introduce a bill this
stay
week
here
that
for the
will
next
narrow
story,
reach
which is
the
a
NSA
reader.
has in certain areas of the Patriot Act.
Stay here.
The Nebraska Secretary of State's office issues a warning about a possible fraud
tilt
that's
up on
coming through
4,
the mail.
please. We're
The
gonna
office
swing her
has
back to
gotten
4.
complaints
I know
from
it's,
several businesses. The
having its
mailer
problems
claims
out
to have
there.
been sent from a business that calls itself Corporate Record Services. It urges the person who received
Stand by
it
to
to
swing.
request more information and to send
And
money.
turn.
Well, the timeless tie between father and
Stand
son
by
and the
green
game of
with
baseball
full
is on
sound.
full display in Omaha. The Indiana Hoosiers are proof of that connection in this year's College World Series. Fox 42's Paul Gutierrez
Stand by
has
to
a
roll
touching
green
Father's Day
full.
story about the special bond between coach and
And
player.
roll green full. Take Cutter Mike.
You just got to know the situation of the game and who's on base.
It's mighty Casey at the plate.
This is a
but
short
with a
one,
much
109,
happier
so
ending.
1 minute left.
Less than 24 hours after his Indiana Hoosiers beat Louisville, this Casey is living a dream most athletes never get to experience. The thrill of playing for his dad in the College World Series, and just in time for Father's Day.
It's awesome. It's cool. He yells at me so much more than everyone else.
Just a regular Father's Day is something to be thankful for, but to be sharing it in Omaha is a dream come true.
Casey and Tracy Smith
Well,
are
Super
the ultimate
Tracy
father-son duo
at
this
39.
postseason.
Stand by the
a ride
Super.
that began back on May 23rd against Minnesota.
We love it.
And take
I hope this isn't a one-time thing.
Super out.
But the experience up to this
30.
point has been tremendous.
And they don't want it to end either. The Smiths, so focused on winning a national title, Father's Day is almost secondary to baseball.
Stand her
We're
by
to
5.
celebrate Father's Day.
Nope,
We're not
sorry.
here
Too
to
early.
just show up.
I actually almost
10
forgot about
seconds.
it 'cause it's been hyped up so much.
But that doesn't make today any less important
All
for the
right,
family.
stand her by,
We'll do
please,
something
and show her
special. All my
5,
brothers are here.
4,
It's pretty nice.
3, 2,
Paul Gutierrez,
Miker,
Fox 42
and
News.
take Ewer.
And the Hoosiers continue their pursuit of a championship tomorrow night. They'll play
We'll stay
Mississippi
here at
State
4 for
at
the next
7
story
p.m.
here.
In 1 week, Hannah Copley is turning 12. It's a big deal because she wasn't supposed to live past 10.
Red
in her
sound
short
full.
life, Hannah has struggled with more than some do in an entire lifetime. Fox 42's Maureen Wirtz introduces us to this special little girl who's fighting an
Stand by to
extremely
roll
rare
red.
disease with no cure.
And roll red full. Take Cutter Mike. All right, 127. This is
Hannah
the
Copley
last
knows by
package of
heart.
the A
That
block
brings
here.
you to your knees because you know
Super,
she
please.
knows what that means.
And super out.
The song has particular meaning for Hannah because she has spent most of her life
We'll
in the
super our
hospital,
reporter,
battling
Maureen, at
a
46.
rare autoimmune disease with no cure, and she wasn't supposed to live past the age of 10. Her 12.
Stand her by, please. Mic her and take cure.
If you'd like to find out more information about Hannah and her family, they are also collecting donations. You can just
Stand by
visit our
some
website,
music for the
kptm.com,
tease, please.
to find out
And
more.
take
Next
music.
on Fox 42 News, some cities in Iowa are cracking
Stand by
down
to
on
roll
payday
green
loan
and
businesses.
roll green.
We'll find out
Take.
why. Plus, making money by using yourself as a test
Stand by,
subject
Omaha,
for
for your
science,
break.
how it works, and why so many people are taking part.
Music full, cutter mic. And we'll do it 5, 4, 3, 2, fade your music, fade to black, and roll your break, please.